we could be critical of Jerry Jones and the roster they constructed. I think that they overachieved early in the season and it got us high on them. But part of the thing is like the incongruence in the way that this roster is built. So yes, they have great pass rushers, but we also recognize that the best way for them to be productive offensively is to run the ball and slow down the pace of the game. What they need to do is score a lot of points. They need to follow a similar model of the Bills. They have great pass rushers. Score a lot of points, put the other team down, make the team have to come back and allow some strength. No, I think running the ball is a part of it. But I think it's by throwing the ball, but that's where the criticism of Jerry Jones comes into play. Their best offensive lineman got hurt, but they do not have the pass-catching options in order to effectively run the strategy that I think fits their team the best. So, like, yes, they overachieved. Yes, Dak Prescott can play better. But when you rewatch that game, you see that nobody's open. Like, nobody's getting separation. CeeDee Lamb's getting separation occasionally. No one's consistently getting separation. So we're like, you guys got to run the ball, slow the pace of the game down, but they also have a defensive line that's small and is constructed to rush the passer. So I read a book. A friend of mine recommended a book to me that was called When Pride Matters over the summer. And I read it it's about Lombardi and building a team, and it's understanding that building a team
Doggy must have gave that to you. Your friend is Mad Dog Russo. He's the one that told you that?
It was a smart friend that I had that I like and respect, but I beat him on TV all the time.
Oh, okay.
But it was, the point of it is that you can't silo any particular part of the team. It all works together.
Right.
And everyone needs to work together. And understanding that putting the pressure on Dak to ball out when you don't give him receivers to get open.
Who the hell are we listening to? Dear Abby, it's about it comes together. I see you call out stuff all the time.
Oh, yeah. I just called out Jerry Jones.
No, but what I'm saying is collectively speaking, you can't refute what you're saying. You're right. But at the end of the day, the Domonique Foxworth I know ends up looking at plays and saying, excuse me, this dude right here has to do X, Y, and Z. And now you're coming to me with Jerry Jones? It didn't stop them from winning early. And those are the plays that Jerry Jones picked in.
There's two things that stand out to me. I know you don't want to focus on numbers, but Dak completing 43% of his passes on 3rd and 4th down, and they're allowing 200 rush yards in back-to-back games.
Two problems right there. And so the problem with the completing on 3rd down, again, we focus on Dak's completion percentage. He got to throw it to somebody, and someone has to protect him. No one was open on those situations. And that's why, I'm fine.
He missed no throw.
No, he made mistakes. He's not perfect. We're asking for perfection. My point is, you're trying to characterize this as like, I'm afraid to go after people. No, I'll go after people.
I know you do. I know you're not afraid.
I'll go after everybody. It don't matter whether you got on a helmet or a suit. Jerry Jones deserves responsibility for the fact that they have a good quarterback who does not have a true number one, and they traded away the true number one for a 5th round pick.
But listen, we understand that you shouldn't have done that with Amari Cooper. The fact that you did it to save some money. I get all of that. We lament that. But the fact is they were winning football games, and a backup quarterback arguably has looked better than the star.
No, he hasn't looked better.
At times he has.
I don't think he did. They were winning those games. If they were stopping people the same way on Sunday, the same way they were when Cooper Rush was in there, they'd be blowing people out. Like, the fact of the matter is Dak can play better. One of those interceptions, I think Michael Irvin himself said wasn't even on Dak. Yes, he could play better, but they could support him better too. If we look around the league, all the quarterbacks that we all revere and we think are great or outstanding, they have awesome receivers and awesome weapons, with the exception of, I guess, Patrick Mahomes right now. His weapons are not the best, but in general, his whole career, he's had Tyreek Hill. You look at Stephon Diggs up there. They don't have that for Dak Prescott. They had it in Amari Cooper. They let him walk away for a 5th round pick. So we can criticize if we go criticize the players.
So CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, they're not good enough.
They're not a true number one. It ain't a true number one in the bunch.
I feel you on that because I've said the same thing about CeeDee Lamb, but damn it, guess what? A true number one, he is not. But don't tell me that the weapons ain't good enough. Don't tell me the weapons ain't good enough now.
I'm saying that everyone deserves to take their responsibility. So just because he's not on the field making tackles, Jerry Jones traded away a true number one receiver for a 5th round pick. And now we're going to criticize Dak?
Cooper's not a true number one receiver.
He was last year.
He's not true number
when he showed up.
Not when it counted.
When he showed up in Dallas, Dak's production shifted dramatically when he got there.
Final word here by you.
Final word is this, a little history lesson.
Ooh, let's go back.
28-14, 4th quarter on Sunday. The Cowboys, since 1960, have never lost a game with a 2-touchdown lead in the 4th quarter. They were 100 and 95-0. Now, listen, I'm sort of in between the two of you with Prescott, but when you're up 28-14 with that kind of defense, they complete the 4th down and 7 play. They let a rookie kid we never heard of catch 3 touchdown passes. Lazard kills them in overtime. They gave up all those points with that defense in the 4th quarter. So to me, I can say Prescott should have bailed him out because he had a couple of drives at the end of the game at 28 all. But that defense is what lost him the game on Sunday.
You're getting smarter. I'm proud of you.
I mean, listen, I watch you every day. How do you think I knew you were wearing a gray T-shirt yesterday with a nice shirt with a nice jacket on?
Yeah.
I don't watch him. I watch you.
They got a tough one on Sunday. They're at the Minnesota Vikings.
Hard game.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.